You're listening to 90.3 KDVS, and we're here with Åna Tri. How are you guys?
Hi, we're good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, honestly, just blessed. Every
Yeah.
day, just been waking up so blessed.
Mm-hmm. Can you introduce you guys by name?
We are Åna Tri, our band duo, and I am Kat.
And I'm Chris.
Yeah, so actually, our name stems from kind of where we grew up. We grew up on the island of Guam, and Åna, the letter A, is from the indigenous language of Guam called Chamorro, and it's spelled A-N-A or A-Ne-A, and that's pronounced Anna. And then I'm Tree, and my name is Katrina, so it's kind of short for Katrina.
Wow.
That's where Tree comes from.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I love to hear the origin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you guys want to get started down this road?
I think that we were born this way.
No, I really do.
Yeah, like what made us want to get started. I tell everybody that Kat and I, we were singing together in the womb. No joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when we started.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, oh, we just decided in our minds. It's in our hearts. It's in our whole being.
Yeah.
We just did it.
Mm-hmm.
We were singing together in the womb.
And I do believe that everybody is an artist. Everybody has some kind of creativity inside of them. And it's like, this is just for us singing, playing instruments. That's ours.
I love it. So, recently, how long have you guys been a duo? How long have you guys been going on?
Since 1992.
Yeah. 92, baby.
No, yeah. A duo, like we just said, we've been singing together forever. Like, I can't even think about, or I can't think far back when we've started. Like, it's all I can remember. We were singing together since we were in the womb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Åna Tri
Yeah.
has been a thing since 92.
Yeah, no, and you really think about babies, and like babies are always singing and, they're dancing, like before anybody even tells them how to be. Like, it's just something that comes naturally. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing since 92. I guess we were in the womb in late 91, but
91.
let's not get too technical. Yeah.
How would you guys describe your creative process?
One experience, but go ahead.
So like we said, we're always singing together. Like say we're just chilling, right? Like a lot of the time that we spend together is on the farm. And we're just like transplanting, seeding, weeding, whatever it is that we're doing. And then we'll hear like a beautiful sound from like the birds or like from the sky. And we'll be like, oh, you know what? Beautiful sounds all around us. Let's create music out of this. And it doesn't sound like that technically, but it's a feeling that we have. Or we'll just be hanging out and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's write about this. Let's sing about this. Let's talk about this. What is so important to us that we want to share with other people who are listening?
Yeah, so no, it's definitely just existing and being inspired and jotting down ideas whenever you feel inspired or just whenever we get together, just, having conversations about ideas that we have that we can turn into music. And like you said, when we had that one interview, like it also actually stems from our past, like when we were growing up, we lost both of our parents in 2001, and obviously as human beings we have to channel all of that, all of that pain, and I guess our form of channeling was in the form of song or in the form of music. So that's definitely a part of where our music stems from. Just pain, just experience, like a lot of artists.
Wow. And it's amazing hearing you guys perform, like the variation and type of instruments you guys use, or even like phonetically, you guys are just clapping and such and going great. Another thing would be, what's the message you guys just want to leave your audience, Like you mentioned pain and the experience you guys are suffering. What would you guys want your audience to, be left with?
So for Kat and me, our music is more than just entertainment. It's a whole movement. It's a healing journey. And so the message would be it's just a movement, you know, like we're not just here to sing for you to be like, oh yeah, that was dope, whatever. It's like, what are you gonna take out of it? Like out of the words, out of the melody, out of all the vibrations. I think we've been big on vibrations lately, for real. Like, cause that's the only thing that's real. It's vibrations. What are you going to take out of our music? And what are we giving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're giving like that. This is a movement. It's a movement.
Mm-hmm. And we definitely just want to always be connected. You know, we're all different. We come from different backgrounds. We all come from different cultures. But it's like there's something that connects all of us. You know, and we want to find that connection. We want to find healing within each other. You know, because I feel like when you heal, like within yourself first, then you have more to offer. You know, with people around you and like with our world, with our earth. You know, and that's definitely our message. Just healing from within, finding that connection within ourselves, finding that connection within our community, within each other, just so that we could be better for each other and for our world.
When you guys perform on stage and live, is it nerve-wracking? Are you guys just, you know what, let's just get out there, let's just make babies? What are you guys feeling?
Well, maybe not make babies.
Never thought of that when
I have
performed.
a baby.
Oh, that's
and
right.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
work. So maybe not that.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I mean, it always is. It always is a little nerve-wracking. I think we talk about it all the time because the truth is we're putting all our vulnerabilities out there. This is our life story. She mentioned, you know, we lost our parents when we were kids. That shit is tough. Like when you're a kid, it's like we never share that. I think until we were adults because we were so embarrassed.
Now we're like 30s.
Fuck it. It's I mean, screw it. It's like, it's who we are, you know? But always there's a little bit of nerves thinking about putting all your vulnerabilities out there. But what is stronger than that, or what is more powerful, is the idea that you're sharing good vibrations, you know, you're sharing a good message. So that positive vibration is always overpowering, like whatever insecurities or whatever nerves that you have.
Yeah, and just thinking about it in a big picture too, it's like, man, honestly, all of our problems are just so small. Like you think about this life, like in a grand scheme of things, like we're only like a fraction of like the whole time in the universe and in the world. And it's like,
In all of existence.
yeah, all of existence. It's like, it doesn't matter. So that's honestly when we go up on stage or anytime we have any show or any performance, like that's a little pep talk that we tell each other, is that like our problems are small and it doesn't matter. Like you're nervous, and it's funny because you think about it, like what is the top fears that people have, and it's, what is it, like public speaking, and it's like death is second, but it's like why is public speaking second? Like it doesn't matter. Like nothing matters, but also everything matters. But it's just, if you want to get a message across, just remember, like, if your nerves are stopping you, like that, those nerves don't matter. Like whatever you feel is real. Like just share it, because that really is all that matters. Like I honestly feel like deep inside of us, all of us know that energy that we want to share. Like if we just stop fighting it, we'll all know what message it is, or like what purpose we have on this earth, you know, while we do have it. Because it really is, everything is just so small and so big at the same time. But just know that nothing matters, and that you don't have to think too deeply about things, because nothing matters, and also everything does matter.
Well, very well put.
Is it though?
Are there any favorite locations you guys been at? Anything, you know, you'd love to return to? Any places you've performed at?
That's a good one. Now that you say that, I haven't thought about it, but I would love to perform back on the island that we were born on. Yeah, Guam. Sure. Like I feel like we haven't gone back since, what was it, 5 years, 6 years?
2017.
Wow.
That's 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah, wow, we haven't been home in so long. But definitely, you know, like we have a connection to that island, you know, although we aren't indigenous to the island. Like that's where we spent most of our lives till we were like 18, 20 years old. So definitely like connecting to the people and to the land back on the island of Guam. Like that's definitely one place we would love to perform again.
That's where we laid down our roots.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of interesting to see how we perform as adults versus the roots that we laid down as kids, you know? It would be interesting. Yeah. But I love that question.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until now.
So, where can we find you guys? You know, social media, music services you guys on?
We're on all streaming platforms. We just, as I mentioned in our show, we just released our debut album, Åna Tri, Anatri, that's us. And our album name is Åna Tri, like you're on a tree, you know, like sitting on a tree, or KISSING on a tree. Or is that in a tree? Anyway, yeah, so you can find us on all streaming platforms, Åna Tri, album name On a Tree. And you can also find us on our website, Åna Tri, ANATRI music.com. And also our IG handle is Åna Tri Music.
Okay. And to the people listening out there, any upcoming performances you guys want to mention?
Yes. So we actually have an upcoming performance on May 13th at Three Sisters Gardens at our River City Farm location. So that's, I'm repping Three Sisters Gardens right now. But the address is 485 Regatta Lane in West Sacramento. Yeah, so we'll be there. We'll be singing a few tunes, but we're also going to be working the event. But it would be so dope to have everybody come out. Yeah.
Indigifest, May 13th.
Love it. Any last words you guys want to give the watchers, listeners out there?
Be you.
Yeah, no, really, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Just be true to yourself. Like, I feel like we all know, like, we feel that energy whenever we're doing something that isn't aligned with who we are. Just listen to that. Mm-hmm. Always listen to that.
Mm-hmm. Listen to your energy. Listen to the vibrations.
Yeah. Don't lie to yourself. There's no reason. Yeah.
Be honest and such.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a little bit about the garden and how it got started?
How it got started? Oh, snap.
Yeah. So Three Sisters Gardens, our founder and director, Alfred Melbourne, he did 18 years incarcerated. And when he came out, he was trying to find more meaning, you know. And so one of his elders was like, hey, there's a plot of land here on 4th Street. Do you want to farm this land? And so he planted corns, beans, and squash. That's what Three Sisters Gardens is. It's Native American companionship planting corns, beans, and squash. So that's the first thing he planted on our 4th Street guerrilla garden. Land that we don't even own, but we still garden to this day. But that's how it all started. It was a movement from the beginning, from when it started. It was, let's grow food for our community members in West Sacramento who can't afford healthy, nutritious food. Yeah, but it was a whole movement. That's how it started. Alfred Melbourne started it on 4th Street.
When was that?
2018. So 6 years ago? 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and funny enough, Three Sisters, a lot of people get confused because, you know, they hear the name Three Sisters and they look at us and they realize that we're sisters and they're like, oh, who's the third sister? But it's funny because I feel like maybe Alfred manifested that because there is actually 3 sisters working on the farm, and it's like me, it's Chris, and it's our older sister, Chef Pau, and she actually cooks. We harvest the crops that we grow on the farm, and then she is our chef, and then she cooks that food, and she makes meals every Tuesdays and Thursdays for the unhoused folk in the area.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so we all work together, like three sisters working at Three Sisters Gardens. Yeah. So it's funny how that all worked out.
It is.
It all somehow aligned, you know, and manifested itself.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, guys, for serving the community. It's very nice.
And then one other one. I know you guys recently had a music video. Could you tell me a little bit about how that came together?
The music video, how did it come together?
Oh, well, I think, what should we talk about? Oh, so cast your stone. Cast your stone if your hands are clean. That basically just means you can't judge me if you're not perfect yourself.
Which is everybody.
So nobody can judge anybody, basically. but the whole music video.
Yeah, the music video. I think we were just trying to explore our creative process, and like we've been saying, like a lot of things just don't matter. And I think we were trying to step out of our comfort zone because we felt like, oh, we don't want to do this because we're not really we're not comfortable. We don't like being on video. We just like to sing and just send the message. But it's the truth is people kind of connect when they see you and when they know how you look, when they can see your eyes and when they can hear your message at the same time. So that's kind of why we even started wanting to do music videos in the first place, is just to find more of a connection with our audience, I guess. And so that's why we started our music video. And we actually have 2 music videos out there, if anybody's listening. We have one music video for our song Cast Your Stone, and then we have another music video for our song Oasis.
Sweet.
And more to come.
Oh, yes, more to come.
Thanks for tuning in, listeners, watchers, to KDVS 90.3 FM. And this is Åna Tri.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.